Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I made this really cool Stranger Things burn card or fire card, however you want to call it. This was really fun to make. It actually took me a few tries to get it right, but once I got it right, I was like, okay, bet. So I'm definitely going to be making more of these. If you want to know how I made this card, stay tuned and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so I'm starting off with a 5x7 piece of cardstock, and then I have like a rectangle cut out in the middle to fit the picture of 11. Then I had my Cricut Maker cut out this Stranger Things logo. You can find this anywhere on the internet and just turn it into a cut file. And then I just snagged this picture of Elle from Google, and then I uploaded it to Canva, and I kind of played around with some designs, and this is what I came up with. So I'm going to be using this scrap piece of cardstock that I was left with after the Stranger Things logo was cut out. And I'm just going to kind of use it as a guide to place the letters and the little lines onto the cardstock. That way the placement of the letters will come out neat and they won't be like lopsided or crooked or anything like that. So I'm just going to glue everything down onto the piece of cardstock and going to be doing that for the next few minutes. It's pretty self-explanatory. You don't have to use the scrap piece of paper. If you trust yourself to, put the letters on there straight, you can do that. But I just prefer to do this method because it turns out way neater. So let's go ahead and take our first letter and glue it. Then we're just going to place it down. Also, to make this project easier, you may want to use tweezers to get a good grip of the letters. I mean, unless you don't care about getting glue on your fingers. But for me, I like to use tweezers. It just makes things easier. But if you don't have tweezers, that's fine. You can just use, your fingers. Alrighty, so I think I'm just going to speed this part of the video up because it's pretty self-explanatory. Just glue the letters down onto the cardstock until you're finished. So I'm going to speed this up. You can see I'm just placing them in those spaces onto the stencil. That way it'll turn out neat. And we have our Stranger Things logo. It turned out so cute. Let's flip our card over and let's get started with putting together the fire paper. So to do this, you're going to want to add glue all around your rectangle. And this is going to hold the paper towel or the tissue in place. So I'm just going to apply glue all around the border of the rectangle. FYI, this method can be applied to any burn card. It's not just for Stranger Things. If you want to make this a birthday card, you can. Okay, so I always see a lot of questions about what kind of paper to use. Honestly, you want to use the thinnest paper you can find. Like if you have paper towel, you can use that. But make sure you split the paper towel into one single sheet of paper because a lot of times the paper towel can be like 4 sheets in one. So you want to split it into one sheet. Now I'm just going to cut the paper towel down to fit the card. For this project, you need mounting tape. This is probably one of the most important parts because what this does, it creates a space in between the paper towel and then the backing of the card where the fire will burn. It also stops the fire from burning the rest of the card. I don't know how, but it does. I don't know the science behind that, but it definitely works. So you want to make sure that you have some sort of mounting tape. You have to create that space in between. Also, the placement of the mounting tape is important. You want to make sure that you place it right on the edge of your rectangle that's cut out in the center. Okay, so we have everything placed on the card. I'm just going to peel off the backing of the mounting tape. And now I'm going to take my picture of Elle looking all fierce and I'm going to turn her over and then place her right down onto the mounting tape. And I'm going to make sure that it's aligned. That way when the card burns, she will be right in the center. Okay, you guys, so this was my first failed attempt at this card, which is crazy. I'm going to tell you what I did to fix it. I didn't record that part, but I probably should have. The card started burning and then it stopped. And the reason it stopped burning was because the paper towel, I didn't split the paper towel. It was too thick. So it burned a little bit and then it stopped. Yeah, I was so disappointed. But what I did to fix it was I basically had to tear out the rest of the tissue and then take the backing off and reprint. Yeah, I just had to reprint the same picture of Elle and then place her back onto the card after I split the paper towel down to one single sheet. That way it'll be thin enough for the fire to burn all the way through. And again, I am so sorry I did not record the process, but here is the difference it makes when you split the paper towel. The fire is able to burn all the way through, nice and smooth, and this is how it's going to come out. Y'all, I was so happy when I finally got this down. Anyway, I hope this tutorial helps somebody who wants to make a burn card. If you have any further questions, feel free to put them down in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer. Thank you.